Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start class 7 regarding again basics. So we'll see the manometers we have seen in the last class, pressure measuring instruments. YouTube manometer is also one of the pressure measuring instrument. You can see in the figure that is liquid X and liquid Y, you can see. So when this is the case, so at equilibrium point above red color is 2 centimeter and that is 4 centimeter. These liquids will be having different densities, so based on using specific gravity you can calculate the density and pressure happening in that pipe or anything you can see. So YouTube manometer consists of a glass tube bent in U shape, one end of which is connected to a point at which pressure is to be measured, and other end remains open to the atmosphere, shown in the figure. So you can see in the figure. So this in this figure you can see this a pipe, and at point B you want to measure the pressure. Just open a hole and connect that YouTube manometer so that water pushes the liquid outside. So you can measure H1, H2, take the datum line as A, AA, so that above that you can calculate the pressure. The tube generally contains mercury or any other liquid whose specific gravity is greater than the specific gravity of liquid whose pressure is to be measured. So this is very important. The tube in which you are using the liquid to measure, the specific gravity is greater than the specific gravity of the liquid whose pressure is to be measured, so that it doesn't give much pressure and just make the liquid to go out of the tube, so it sustains that pressure. So gauge pressure, let B is the point at which the pressure is to be measured, whose value is P. The datum line is A. So these are the things you can note down. H1 is equal to height of the liquid above the datum line. H2 is height of heavy liquid above the datum line. So S1 be the specific gravity of liquid in that pipe to be measured, or light liquid. Rho 1 density, so how to calculate density? 1000 into S1. S2 will be the specific gravity of heavy liquid, so rho 2 is equal to 1000 into S2. So these are the basic things. Just we'll solve one problem. A right limb of a YouTube manometer containing mercury is open to the atmosphere, while the left limb is connected to a pipe in which a fluid of specific gravity 0.9. 0.9 is the specific gravity of a fluid which is in the this one pipe. The center of the pipe is 12 centimeter below the level of mercury in the right limb. Find the pressure of liquid in the pipe if the difference of mercury level in the two limbs is 20 centimeter. So you need to draw the figure very neatly. Before that you should take the given data. Specific gravity S1 is equal to 0.9 of the fluid which is flowing in the pipe, and mercury is 31.6 is the specific gravity. So density you can calculate using specific gravity. So density of that liquid which is flowing in the pipe is 900 kg per meter cube, and density of the mercury is 13.6 into 1000, that is 13,600 kg per meter cube. So now this is the figure what is given in the problem. So what he has given, difference in the mercury level is 20 centimeter, and that liquid height is 12 centimeter below the mercury level. So you can see in the figure. So let us take H2 is equal to 20 centimeter and 0.2 meter, and H1 is equal to 20 minus 12, means height of the liquid in the U tube in the left limb. So left limb H1 is 20, H2 is H1 only we have to calculate. 20 minus 12 is 8 centimeter, that is 0.08 meter. So we know that equating above the AA level, because they are in the equilibrium condition now. So we can equate P plus, P is the pressure acting in the pipe, plus pressure of the weight of the liquid is also acting uh, in the left limb, sorry, rho 1 g1 h1. This must be equal to the balanced pressure in the right limb, that is mercury, rho 2 g into h2. So substitute all the values. Rho 1, rho 2 is known, h1 h2 is known, g is 9.81. so if you calculate, it comes to around 2 25,977 Newton per meter square. So this is the problem you have to solve like this. Major thing is, you should know what is given data. Given data, convert into figures, and then you can substitute the value. So differential manometers are the other type of manometers. Differential manometers are used to measure the pressure difference between 2 points. So whatever we have measured using YouTube manometer, it is at a single point. Now if what is the difference between 2 points I want to calculate, then you should use the differential manometers. Common varieties of differential manometers are 2 piezometers you can use, inverted YouTube manometer you can use, YouTube differential manometers you can use, and micromanometers you can use. So differential manometers are the devices used to measuring the difference pressure between 2 points in a pipe or in 2 different pipes. The differential manometer consists of U tube containing heavy liquid whose two ends are connected to the points. Both ends are connected to the points. So you can see in the figure point A and point B. If you want to measure the difference, just connect these points to those pipes or at a different sections, then you can measure the pressure. Most commonly U-tube differential manometer and inverted U-tube differential manometer. Here you can see in the figure, let A and B are the two different levels and also contain liquids of different specific gravity whose points are connected to U-tube differential manometer, and let A at pressure at A is PA and pressure at B is PB. So we'll see just note down that figure and just you can find out. H, difference of mercury levels in the U-tube. Y is the distance of the center of B from the mercury level in the right limb. We will use X and Y. Same distance of center from the A from the mercury level in the right limb. Density rho 1 is density of liquid A, density of liquid B is rho 2, rho X is density of heavy fluid or a mercury. Taking X-axis as a datum line, so pressure above the X-axis line, what are the pressures are there? In the left limb, rho 1 G into H plus X plus PA is there, and similarly in the right limb, rho G H, rho 2 G Y plus PB. So this is these are the pressures. So equating these two pressures, you will get the final equation as you just equate the pressures, you will get the equation. Difference of pressures at A and B is equal to H into G, rho G minus rho 1 plus rho Gy minus rho 1 G. So these are not derivations, you just take a different conditions, you will get different equations. Just one example is given how to measure. So here X-axis you can see in the figure, in the mercury level you see that dark black color is mercury. So from the center in the pipe B, the distance is Y, and from the center from the top mercury level is X. So H is above XX line, the mercury height. So these things are need to be considered. So when these two are you can see the two figures. One is the pipes are at different heights and pipes are at equal heights. Then you can take X as only the height between the center of pipe and mercury level. So we'll see one problem here. A pipe contains an oil of specific gravity 0.9. A differential manometer is connected to 2 points A and B shows in a figure shows a difference in mercury level as 15. So mercury level H is equal to 15 is given here. Find the difference of pressures at 2 points. So you should find what is PA minus PB, right? So what all the given data? Specific gravity of a oil. Oil is flowing, same oil is flowing in both the pipes. So density 1 is equal to 0.9 into 1000 is 900 kg per meter cube. Difference in mercury level is what is the difference in mercury level? 15 centimeter is given. So specific gravity of mercury is 13.6. So density of mercury is 13,600 kg per meter cube. So difference of the pressure we can measure here is, since liquids are same, PA minus PB is equal to G into H into density of mercury minus density of liquid. So you will get PA minus PB as 18,688 Newton per meter cube. Meter square actually it should be, it is wrongly written here. Next, so these are the those types of problems you need to practice. So now mechanical gauges. Some of the mechanical gauges we are going to use in our experiments or practically to conduct calculate the this one pressure. So pressure gauges are devices used to measure pressure at a point. These are used to measure the high intensity pressures where accuracy requires less. Pressure gauges are separate for positive pressure measurement and negative pressure measurement. Negative pressure gauges are called vacuum gauges, and mechanical gauges consist of a elastic element which deflects under the action of applied pressure, and the deflection will move a pointer on a graduated dial leading to the measurement of pressure. This mechanical gauge you have seen in your garages while checking the pressure in your bike tires. So most popular is Bourdon's tube pressure gauge. This Bourdon's pressure gauge you have studied in your fluid mechanics subject. So here there is a, you just concentrate on the figure. There is a tongue point, sector pinion, link, elastic element, and graduated dial. So whenever the pressure enters to the tongue point, this elastic element is going to elongate, which will push the link. Link is connected to sector pinion. That pinion is going to rotate, and to the pinion the pointer is connected, so that it shows you the how much pressure is applied. So this you already know. So this is regarding Bourdon's tube for measuring a pressure in a hollow curved metallic tube closed at one end and the other end is connected to the pressure measured. So it can use to measure the pressure up to 100 megapascals. So this is the figure, again one different figure is shown here. So these are some of the electronic pressure measuring devices. Electronic pressure transducers convert pressure into electrical output so that you can get a digitally pressures. Digitally you can just if you just apply it to the fluid wherever the pressure is there, it will convert that deformation from the diaphragm, and it will be converted into some chart recorder, or it will show you digitally the number. So these are all digital electrometers. So these devices consist of a sensing element, transduction element, and a signal conditioning device to convert pressure readings to digital value on a display. So these are the pressure measuring